Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing. Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee. Listen, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Some scandal in there in a few places, so we're gonna talk about all of that. But the first thing you need to know is today is Media Monday. We are definitely on the Gab Beat. We have some Gab for you. If you don't know what Gab is, it's gossip. It's all of the thing trending topics. It's all of that. It's all of the above. So we're gonna talk about it. But y'all know how I do. I gotta pay the bill. So let's go.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to fiverr.com today and get something started.
So the first things first, we're going to talk about this particular gentleman I'm about to put on the screen. This is not his first run-in with this situation and probably won't be the last if they let him out. So let's get into it. First person we talking about here today. That dude. I don't even that dude. Yeah. Mystical. Let's get into it. So I'm not even keeping them on my screen too long, but we're gonna talk about it. Let's go. All right. So New Orleans born rapper Mystical, whose real name is Michael Tyler, he's 52 years old, was arrested and booked into the Ascension Paris jail on several charges over the weekend. Um, According to a spokesperson with the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office, on Saturday, July the 30th, just before midnight, deputies responded to a local hospital in reference to a sexual assault. Arrest records show that show detectives interviewed the victim who sustained minor injuries during the attack. After investigating, Tyler was reportedly identified as a suspect. Tyler was arrested and booked into Ascension Parish Jail on Sunday, July the 31st. He is now facing several charges, including first degree RAPE, because we don't really can't say that word around here. Simple robbery, domestic abuse, battery, strangulation, false imprisonment, and a simple criminal damage to property. Mystical was convicted almost 2 decades ago of sexual battery and was recently cleared of the second allegation of RAPE and kidnapping stemming from 2016 allegation. He pled guilty in 2003 to sexual battery and served 6 years in prison. A bail amount has not yet been set according to the jail records, and the investigation is ongoing. Let me just say this. I don't know. I wasn't there. And I'm gonna have to throw that on the screen eventually. Remember that everything before I say what I gotta say. Let me just play this real quick. Really, really quick. Just to get it out the way. Everything on this podcast is alleged. We don't know. We weren't there. We're just reporting the news. That's what we do over here. We report the news. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. From my understanding, though, He is supposed to report, or he has supposed to been reporting for the original conviction. So I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Right now, again, there's no bail set for him. And the investigation is ongoing. This could be he could have done it. We don't know. Um, or it could be one of them situations where a person knows that he has that on his back, and if he gets caught for that again, he's going to prison. We don't know. So we're looking for more of this investigation to come out. Look what happened to the Ricky Martin situation. I'm going to get into a couple of things. I got y'all. But look what happened to the Ricky Martin situation. At first, it was an accusation that he did that, and then there was the accusation that he didn't do it, and we just don't know. We weren't there, so we're gonna see what happens with the situation. It'll be unfortunate if he didn't do it, and they were just saying he did because whatever he did pissed him off. I don't know, but it happens. It happens. So let's keep it moving because we got a lot to talk about tonight. I don't even know if I'm gonna get to any commercials unless I need some water, but let's get into it. This gentleman right here, we're going to talk about him really quick. Hold on. This gentleman right here. Some of you may know who he is. If you watch sports, you probably know who he is. If you don't watch sports, you still might know who he is. And if you don't, I'm about to explain it to you really, really quick. All right. Hey, what up, Fast Babe? Shout out to me Fast for coming through and checking the podcast real quick. So Deshaun Watson, that gentleman on the screen right now, the dude that you see right there, Deshaun Watson. That is his name. Deshaun Watson has been suspended for 6 games because he plays for the NFL after more than 20 women accused the Cleveland Browns quarterback. They accused him of being sexually inappropriate with them. So what else? Disciplinary officer Sue L. Robinson made the ruling this morning. Actually, hold on, wrong mouse. This morning, ESPN's Adam Schefter reported finding the 26-year-old did violate the league's personal conduct policy. Both the NFL and the NFL Players Association will have the opportunity to appeal the suspension, though the NFL Players Association said in a statement on Sunday night that it would accept Robinson's decision and argued that the NFL will argue the NFL to do the same. Former New England Patriot Jacoby Brissett, who Cleveland signed this offseason, is expected to be the starter for the Browns while Watson is out. Monday's ruling comes over 1 year after Watson was initially accused of sexual misconduct in a civil lawsuit. The woman, Ashley Salas, alleged in court documents that Watson had been inappropriate with her during a massage therapy session. Shortly after, several more female masseuses, female massage therapists filed lawsuits with similar accusations against the quarterback. The total was 25, where ultimately the total of 25 was ultimately filed, though one has dropped their case in April 2021. So 23 of the 24 cases have since been settled as of Sunday night. According to the attorney for the women, Tony Busby, they just dropped it or whatever. But Watson, who will be allowed to participate in the Browns training camp and their preseason games, has continually denied all wrongdoing. He was never arrested or criminally charged over the accusations. The signal caller was acquired by Cleveland from the Houston Texans in a massive trade this offseason. Despite not playing in 2021, Cleveland gave up multiple picks for him. Damn, Cleveland. And handed him a 23 I'm sorry, $230 million contract. $230 million. Y'all listen. Hold on, we got a comment. 230. Listen, you better not be out. Lord have mercy. I just had to make sure I was in the right place right now. You better not be out here touching people, and I'm paying you $230 million. I need what I need you to not be out here acting a fool when I'm giving you $230 million. That's just how I feel. That's how I would feel if I was a team owner. But I'm assuming again everything on this podcast is alleged. But again, I'm assuming, and I'm about to put that back up there too. I'm assuming that these things happen on off seasons and maybe, well, in this case when he wasn't with the Browns. So I don't know how they're gonna handle this. But what I do know is this: if these ladies are not playing. You can't just. I know it gets easy for cat calls are easy, and coming on the women it comes easy, but not every woman is for the shenanigans. So tread lightly. Watch how you do things. Watch how you carry it, y'all. Fellas, like every woman is not for it. Every woman does not want to be talked to any fucking kind of way, and that's just what it is. I'm sorry, but I gotta put this up one more time. And I'm gonna let you guys know really, really quick that everything on this podcast is alleged because we got some more stuff to get into. We not finished. We've only tipped the iceberg. It's so much I have to cover tonight, and it's only 9:40, so we good. Okay, so let me take a swig of water really quick. Oh, that's out. I need to open another one. Y'all, hold on. Let me get the right. Let me get the right. Let me get this off the screen really, really quick. Because I gotta get the right one that I want. Oh, this story right here is gonna go a couple of places because one, I have to say, I have to give you the report. Then I have to give my commentary, but it's some things added to my commentary. So this one should be interesting right here. And I don't know what picture I want to go with. Let's go with this one. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this picture right here. I think this is a great picture to segue into this next portion of the show with. Bear with me. We're gonna talk about this gentleman right here. Hold on. Let me get back where I need to be. We're gonna talk about this gentleman right here. If you don't know who he is, mm, oh, mama's gonna tell you. Mama's gonna tell you. Mama's gonna tell you how she feel. No, mama's gonna tell you because I'm gonna report. I'm gonna let you hear what it is that I have, and then I'm gonna give you my commentary. And the reason being is because I have a lot to say about this. I spoke a little bit on this last week, but I want to dive into it a little bit more this week. So, you don't know who this gent on the camera is, dude over there, him. That's Bishop Lamar Whitehead, and I know I talked about it last week because I let y'all hear some footage of him acting a fool talking to another parishioner by the name of Larry Reed. But Larry Reed does YouTube, and that's how I'm familiar, and that's how I was familiar about what was going on at the time that it was going on. Okay, so just to fill you guys in. But let's get to the story, and then we'll reiterate in a second. But the Brooklyn bishop who was robbed at gunpoint during a service last Sunday, that was last Sunday, says there's been too much focus on his lifestyle and not enough on the crime that happened inside the church. I'm going to change the picture just because I'm in the mood for this. I'm going to change the picture when I go to the things that I want you to hear. Okay, so just bear with me on this one. This comes amid news of a lawsuit against him. Hmm. He allegedly, because we don't know, we weren't there. Everything is alleged on this podcast. He allegedly scammed one of his parishioners of her life savings, which he's accused of using to purchase a $4.4 million mansion in New Jersey, according to the lawsuit filed in the Brooklyn Supreme Court. He is now being sued by the parishioner Pauline Anderson, 56, for 2.45 million in actual and punitive damages for taking 90,000 of her savings to secure a house for her. But he used the money to secure a home for himself instead. According to the lawsuit filed last September, Whitehead promised to help, hold on, he promised to help Anderson purchase a home after she was rejected by two mortgage lenders because her credit score was too low. Anderson had co-signed for a student loan for one of her children, which was in arrears, the lawsuit said. When she failed to secure a home loan through traditional methods, the desperate Anderson, who joined Whitehead's church in January of 2020, wearily gave him a check for $90,000 November 2020 when he said he could help her secure a home. She told Whitehead that she was weary in handing over the money, her money, because that was all she had to her to live on and to her name. Whitehead offered to give her $100 per month. What the hell was that supposed to do? But I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep reading and then I'll get to the shit I want y'all to hear. But he offered to give her $100 a month for her living expenses. At that point, to live off of until the purchase and renovations of the property he promised her was complete. Whitehead did not give Anderson a receipt for the $90,000 she paid to him. I'm not done. The lawsuit said that Anderson trusted Whitehead with her money, partially because he was her pastor. When she joined the church in 2020, she had just recovered from a life-threatening surgery, and Whitehead, who was introduced to her by her son, Rashid Anderson, had prayed for her. She further trusted Whitehead to help her find a home. Now, I ain't finished. Because he had previously helped her son secure a home. Whitehead allegedly took Anderson's money to purchase his $4.4 million mansion in Sandal River, New Jersey. The premises is so large. It's a large palatial estate with an in-ground pool with a waterfall, outdoor fountains, hot tub, gym, a wine cellar, among other luxury amenities. It is located in the upper class neighborhood of Sandal River, New Jersey, in one of the highest per capita income markets in the country, the lawsuit said. Upon information and belief, LWI and Mr. Whitehead fraudulently converted Mrs. Anderson's investment of $90,000 as a part of his down payment on the contract to purchase the premises as a personal residence for Mr. Whitehead himself. I'm gonna get to I got some stuff for y'all. The lawsuit continued. Miss Anderson was instead left with nothing but a vague promise by Mr. Whitehead to pay the funds back in the future, followed by an assertion that he had no further obligation to do so. What? Whitehead ran a failed campaign to become Brooklyn Borough president. Also, did not give Anderson the monthly stipend that he promised of $100 per month. When she inquired about the money, he allegedly told her in a text message dated May 19, 2021, that anything that was given to me is a donation unless it's attached to a contract. I was making investments. That is what I do. All right, y'all. So that's what happened. This is what is going down. But I want y'all to hear something, and then I'm going to give my commentary. And this piece of information was sent to me. And so I would like to play it. And I'm going to let you guys hear it really quick. Let me turn my Bluetooth on really quick. This was sent to my phone, so bear with me. But listen.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Bishop Whitehead, and I'm gonna walk you into my prayer closet. This is my prayer closet, and one would think that, wow, look at your closet, got all my priestly robes and more, designer coats, you name it, Gucci, Louis, you name it, Fendi, you name it, more coats. And then when you walk into my shoe closet, every designer wear, designer wear for days, for days, for days, for days, for days, for days, for days. But I didn't come on to talk about designer wear or wealth. Um, good afternoon, everybody. This
I'm gonna bring myself back on mic really quick. So that was Pastor White. I mean Bishop Whitehead, Pastor Bishop Whitehead, whatever you want to call him. Matter of fact, let me change this picture really quick. Let me take this one down. Cause yeah, I'm gonna take this one down, right? And I'm gonna put this other one up, right? And I'm doing this for a reason because I got some things to say to this bishop here, or about this bishop. Maybe not to him, but he could come here. All that fat shaming that he was trying to do to that one pastor, I believe she is, that won't work here. So I'm gonna say what I have to say because this is why I said this Monday, and I'm gonna say this again this Monday. I said this when he was talking to her. This is supposed to be a pastor. There is a reason why people have trust issues when it comes to men who are supposed to be of the cloth. What I mean by men who are supposed to be of the cloth, men who are supposed to get out here and show us the righteous path to lead us to the Most High. Men of the cloth. Yes, we are supposed to make sure that they are taken care. We're supposed to give our tithes. We're supposed to make sure they, our leaders who are supposed to be guiding us spiritually are good. This dude just sat down and y'all heard it for yourselves talk about his his prayer closet. But his prayer closet is a walk-in closet. I didn't want to put the footage on. You can go look it up yourself though. His prayer closet is a walk-in closet, and you heard him describe the type of things that's in his closet. He got Fendi, he got Gucci, he got Prada, he got Louis, he got all of these things. Yet you taking $90,000 from a woman who wanted to secure a home for her to stay in. You took that money from her and then told her that the money that you took from her is a donation and you don't have to pay her back. You're gonna reap what you sow, sir. And then if you look at the establishment in which his church, the church that he supposedly got robbed in, um, even that's a piece of crap. So you rocking Fendi, Prada, you live in a $4.4 million home, yet your congregation is sitting in a shit shack, and you're telling us we shouldn't be judging you based upon the things that you have. You also sat on Tasha K. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw enough because I was interested in what you had to say on there because I knew he was going to be on there. So enough to know that you told her, you sat there and said that we need to look past the night. You like to look nice and you like nice things, and yeah, you started this business, real estate business, and you did this and you did that, but then you decided, sir, to become a man of the cloth. And when you did that, those worldly things, the Fendis, the Pradas, the Louis, um the stylish cars that you drive and all of that, that should have been the furthest thing from your mind. You say you bought a block for the church and y'all waiting to move in there. Why y'all waiting to move in there? Like in the new establishment. Like why? I find it very hard to believe anything that this man has said. And I mean, very hard to believe anything that he says. And I already have trust issues when it comes to certain men of the cloth. If you have an ATM in your congregation, I can't trust you. Um, if everything you talking about is Louis Prada and Fendi and all of these things, I find it very hard to trust a man who's more worried about worldly things than he is his congregation. You said they beeline straight for you and your wife, and they took y'all jewelry. Sounds like an insurance scam to me, but that's just what it sounds like to me. Now it's pictures floating around of a white car, and that's supposedly the car that they got into, and all of that stuff. And those pictures reportedly came from your church, allegedly. Um, they still haven't apprehended anybody, so they got all that information, all that footage, and all of that, and still have yet to apprehend anybody. It's just hard to believe, sir. Your story, it makes no sense to me. We don't believe you. You need more people. Yeah, them people got scared. They got scared for no reason because of, I don't believe. I just don't believe you. I don't believe none of this. I don't. I just don't believe any of it, and it's just what it is. And so, yeah, I put this picture here up of his face because he looked like a bullshit artist to me. He looks like a total bullshit artist, and I believe nothing that man has to say. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit this evening because he is so full of bullshit. Like if you don't see past this bullshit, something is wrong with you. And that's that. I'm gonna take a quick break because I need to talk about this. Hold on, let me see. What's after this? Okay, yeah, and then I gotta get into this little bit of tea that I got. Well, it's not a little bit of tea; it's a lot of tea. But I gotta get to it. So let me take a quick water break, and I'll be right back. Where we at on time? Yeah, I'm gonna be really fast on the water break tip. So I'm gonna play this commercial because we gotta pay the bills in the meantime. But it's not a long commercial; it's like 35 seconds. Get into it. All right, I'm back. We gotta get into this next story. This next story kind of hits home a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why. One is the person in the story. Let me put this on the screen really quick. The young woman in the story and the gentleman. Well, no, I'm not even gonna call him a gentleman. These two people are from Baltimore County. I live in Baltimore County. They're from Baltimore. Okay. Now, the incident that I'm about to report did not happen in Baltimore. It happened in DC, but you'll get the gist of the situation in just a second. But the young lady, her name is Shanteri Wings. And well, allegedly claimed that she shot her husband, which is the dude in the picture, a retired Baltimore City police officer, because she found out that he touched several children in her daycare. Shanteri Waynes is 50 years old of Randallstown, is accused of shooting her husband on Thursday evening at the Mandarin Hotel in Southwest DC, Washington, DC. Police were called to the hotel at about 7:40 p.m. and upon arrival, members located and a male, adult male inside the hotel room suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. He was transported to the local hospital to be treated for life threatening injuries. I said injuries, but thus far has survived the shooting. Weems reportedly barricaded herself inside the hotel room before she was arrested. A half an hour long standoff ensued while Weems allegedly both kept her injured husband from getting medical attention and threatening to kill him during the standoff. Weems, who runs a daycare center in Owings Mills, Maryland, has been charged with assault with the intent to kill. She has claimed that her spouse had been touching children in the daycare center, Little Kids Castle, and she allegedly told the police that teachers, okay, yeah, that teachers, I'll get to that comment in a second. I'm reading. When police approached the room, oh, wait. Okay, so she allegedly told police that teachers, children, and parents have all come to her with the claims that her husband touched these babies. When the police approached the room in which the shooting took place and asked Weems if someone had been shot inside, Weems responded, "F him. I can cuss now. Fuck him. He's a child molester." That's what she said. Weems claims that she reported this to police, but they did nothing because her husband was a retired Baltimore City police officer. Um, the allegations made by Weems have apparently garnered her support and sympathy. A GoFundMe account called Support for Shantari Williams or Weems released more than three. I mean, they raised about $3,000 by Sunday. The account has been removed by GoFundMe, which has a policy against a platform raising money for criminal defense. It's not clear if Weems has an attorney. It's not clear she has an attorney. She also has been charged with possession of an unregistered firearm, possession of of unregistered ammunition, and other gun-related charges. A preliminary hearing, originally scheduled for Monday, has been moved to Friday. Um, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know, and I'm not putting that on my camera. And this is the same dude that gave me problems on Wednesday, and I had issue with him on Wednesday. And if we have any of those problems today, I'm gonna air your ass out again. But anyway, one is when it comes to these, y'all know I very much am an advocate for these children. I believe with all my heart that these children need somebody to protect them because they cannot protect themselves. Maybe she felt like she had, because nobody was doing anything, although she had said that she reported it, maybe she felt the need to be their protector and receive justice for them. I don't know. What I do know is, do I feel like I would hurt anybody that brought harm to my kid? I would. If her accusations are true about this man, then what I'll say is this. He's lucky that the parents, because I live in Baltimore, I know how people can be. He's a lot lucky that it was her and not somebody else from these Baltimore City or Baltimore County streets. It's rough out here. It's not for the faint of heart. So maybe she felt like she had to be. I don't know, but I'm not one to be out here bringing harm to anybody. I think that it's a lot of ways to handle stuff without being violent, but at the same time, again, I don't know how I would respond when it comes to my child or any other child for that matter. I just can't see it being cool to do anything to a child. So we don't know. We're gonna see what happens with this case. We'll see what happens. Who knows? But that's that. So we got more to get into. I'm gonna get into it. Because It's imperative that I get to. So let me bring this down. I'm gonna bring up this really quick, and then I want to get into this Fabio foreign and mace situation. So I'm gonna just report this story really quick. I don't know who is in the building. I heard you though, but again, I'm not gonna let you on the screen when you if you're doing crazy stuff, and that's dude. So I know who it is. I'm not letting you in the building. You can't. You're not even gonna be seen on the screen if you're doing crazy stuff. But I'm not gonna let you interrupt my show because it's Monday, and this is what we do on Mondays. Anyway, so I'm gonna bring this next person to the screen because they need to be brought to the screen as well. Really, really quick, and we're gonna talk about this really quick. So give me 1 second. Hi. So let's talk about this really quick. Neo. This is Neo, R&B singer. Everybody knows who he is, and this is his wife, right? So she is on a tangent, and I'm gonna take this picture down really, really quick because I'm gonna let you guys see what she is talking about, and I'm gonna read it to you really fast. Hold on, let me take this one down. I'm gonna read it to you really fast, and then we're gonna keep it moving because I got some stuff I gotta talk about. I'm not. It's a lot going on tonight. I'm trying to tell you, no more commercials after this either because it's a lot to take in. So let's put this on the screen really quick. All right. So I must get to this. So his wife, Crystal, has some things to say, and I'm going to read this really quick. So, 8 years. That's how she started it. You can see it on the screen. 8 years of lies and deception. 8 years of unknowingly sharing my life and my husband with numerous of women who sell their bodies to him unprotected. Every last one of them. To say I'm heartbroken and disgusted is an understatement. To ask me to stay and accept it is absolutely insane. The mentality of a narcissist. Ooh, I will no longer lie to the public or pretend that this is something it isn't. I choose me. I choose my happiness, my health, and my respect. I gained three beautiful children out of this, but nothing else but wasted years and heartache. I ask that you all please stop sending me videos and information about him cheating because what he does is no longer my concern. I'm not a victim. I'm choosing to stand tall with my head held high. If someone can't love you the way they you deserve to, then it's up to you to love yourself. With no hate in my heart, I wish him nothing but the best. Crystal Renee. Okay, so that's his wife. That's what she had to say, right? Um, okay, so I'm about to block you because you're still annoying me and it's not cute and you think it's cute and you think what you're doing and saying is, I'm gonna read you at the end of this. I'm not gonna read you right now. I don't have time for this. I got other things to get into. So she feels some kind of way about what he's been doing. And I get it. I totally get it. And the reason why I get it is this because no woman wants to be violated, sir, you jackass. No woman wants to be violated once. And no, your answer is no. So that answers your question. Um, no woman wants to be violated in any kind of way. Period. Not a woman of standing. I don't care how she dressed, how you think you can say what you want to say because of how she dressed and how she looks. I think we got past that already. No woman, and especially if this man is her husband. I would not want my husband to just be out here thinking it's all willy nilly and okay for him to be out here just behaving any kind of way because he wouldn't want that kind of behavior from myself. Um, and I wouldn't give him that kind of behavior. That's just not the kind of caliber of the woman I am. Now, y'all know I like to play devil's advocate over here, though. At the same time, Crystal, when he got with you, he was with a whole nother woman. As a matter of fact, the woman he was with, He made her get her tubes tied so she wouldn't have any more children. And then you came and had 3 more and never once was required to have your tubes tied. And she was in her feelings about it. She was. And I won't say this is karma, but it's a little bit of karma, baby girl. You were messing with a dude who was in a relationship, and now you expect something totally different from them. So yeah, that's the situation. He asked for everybody to respect their privacy and let them work out their differences amongst each other. So that's that. Now, I want to get to this Fabio foreign situation with Mace. Last week I spoke a little bit on it. This week I got intel. I got Gab, baby. Um, but last week I spoke a little bit on it because this is what Fabio Foreign had to say last week. Check this out.
Mace know the business. You know what I'm saying? He really know the business a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know nothing.
All right, so that's what he had to
I
say.
need to go sit down, meet him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. He just pulled out the paper and I just signed the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, immediately.
So was it no lawyer, no nothing?
Nah.
And was it advance anything? It was just like,
Yeah, the advance $5,000.
he signed you for $5,000. That's all he gave you.
That's all it gave me. 5,000 was a lot. 5,000 hit. I thought that shit was gonna last till whenever that shit was gonna last till. That shit ain't last
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Word.
And listen, but how long was the contract? You still had your rights.
I'm still in the contract right now. You know, Mace know the business. You know what I'm saying? He really know the business a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know nothing.
All right, so that's what he had to say. No, sir, I'm not calling you on Discord. I have no reason to talk to you because you're disrespectful. But let's keep it moving. So then this hit. I'm gonna take that down really quick because we heard what Fabio had to say. He said Mace gave him $5,000, right? That's the sign with him. So then this hit the internet, and I was like, "Whoa!" And no. Last week, that was the footage from last week, that first hit, and I was in my feelings because I really, really was Team Mace when it came to that Puffy situation. I really, really was like, I really was just like, yo, there's no reason why anybody should dick you over when it comes to handling your business. But I also had my things to say about that too. You got to be on point, and that's why it's important to read your contracts and know what you're getting into before you sign on the dotted line. But then Mace popped up, and this was the first piece of footage we saw.
Diddy 2.0.
So he was proclaiming himself to be Diddy 2.0. You let me play that one more time. Hold on.
Man. 5,000.
Diddy 2.0.
So in my personal feelings, I'm like, damn, like you doubling down, like you going hard real quick, like you don't even care. But here's what the whole interview, this is what he had to say. So listen up.
Until he got the deal. Now I gave 15,000 to a cop. It was a cop managing them that I didn't want to say this, but since he's talking, let's put it really out there. The cop took the money and never gave it to them. Everybody is saying they signed Fabio.
Okay.
It's like 3 different people. So he had to make a video to say who he was signed to.
Right.
It was me and Mace. We was outside, nigga. We saw Alvin. We was like, and I saw another nigga that I know that I just knew. I just knew the nigga. And then he was like, yo, boom. The niggas offered me a contract with Pop Smoke a while ago. I dubbed it, never answered back. Facts, bro. The niggas don't got nothing to do with me, bro.
It's just a lot that he lied about. All of them. So if he was going to tour, I could have made 30% for the rest of my life on everything he did. Mm-hmm. I gave 30% all back to him.
Okay.
Before the 750. So he got 750 and the 30 back.
Okay. What about his publishing?
I never had any of his publishing. So when niggas say my deal is like a Puff Daddy deal, how? I got 0 publishing. I got 0 merchandising. I got 0 touring.
Lord.
And we just split everything like partners. So why did I sign him to that deal? So that when we go in the door, nobody could rip us off. Because when the artists don't understand the business, you'll work them up to a certain point, and then they'll get in and sell everybody out for the little Rolex they want or the little chain they want. So I made it where I can make the decision until we settle the decision. And once we settle the money, now you make all your own decisions. Now you control your budget. I put it where all the terms was on my side where I can make the decision.
The decision maker within the
So
contract.
when I make the decision, I would have money and masters. So we got money and masters.
So you own the masters.
That's another conversation.
Bro, I don't know what to tell you guys, man. Mace came with straight logic on this.
I'm back. I had to turn my mic down because my family in the background. But that's basically what Mace had to say. When he explains it like that, it looks different. But then this happened. And I'm going to take this down really quick and bring this into. This is, you gonna listen. Just listen. Hold on.
How much you put into me, bro?
It don't matter how much I
You're not gonna give me no answer, bro. You're not gonna give me no answer. You smart.
So this
How much
was
you put
last
into me,
night.
bro?
It don't matter how much I
You're not gonna give me no answer, bro. You're not gonna give me no answer. You smart.
All right, so it seems to me this is going to be an ongoing thing. Let's just no, we're not done. I got the screenshots. I didn't send them to myself, but TMZ has it. So if you want to, you can go and look on TMZ. They have a copy of the contract, and in that copy that is available on TMZ, it doesn't. I said TMZ. TMZ. It does state that he gave Fabio Foreign $5,000. I did not see on the contract where he gave him 750, let alone 700,000. But it does say that he gave him $55,000. That is, it says that. It states that on the document. Again, it's on TMZ's website. You can go look it up. So at the end of the day, it's getting messier and messier. I hope that Mace is not out here serving people that puffy treatment, but it's not far-fetched. All right, I want to get to this last thing real quick. We probably won't make it to a lot of the I'll grab a couple of the quick topics really quick, but this one right here, I gotta play. So came across this information. I tried to do my own research to find out if any of this could be real. A lot of people said it was trolls. A lot of people said the people trolling was like people just trolling on the Rihanna fans or Cardi B fans just trolling on the account. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't troll it. Somebody else said this could be Arrogant Tay on a vengeance because he's mad. Who knows? It could be her assistant. I'm gonna roll this real quick. It could be her assistant. But they certainly had a lot to say about Nicki Minaj. Now, I might jump into a little bit of this. Matter of fact, I might record. Yeah, I'm gonna record another session, not tonight, probably tomorrow. And I'm gonna read some of these things. But you're not gonna be able to just get it anywhere. You gotta go a certain place first, get it there, and then I might put it on YouTube. Who knows? But it's a lot of interesting things said in this situation, some of which it sounds like it could be true. And I screenshotted every single last one of these situations. And I'm going to tell you why it sounds like it could be true. But they are coming for Nicki Minaj, and they are here with a vengeance, whoever wrote this. So they even had question and answer session, a question and answering session. So I'm gonna do a separate video for this. But when I say hunty, whoever leaked this information is really coming for Nikki. I don't know if the information is true. If it's not true, I'm just going to read to you guys in a separate video, not this video. And it's going to be in a separate location. You're not just going to be able to get it. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go where I tell you to go to get it. But I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna get in depth and detail, and I'm gonna talk my shit too. I'm gonna talk some shit that I'm not allowed to talk on YouTube and Facebook, but I'm gonna talk about it. So we gonna get into this, and I'm gonna give you like a full, honest synopsis of why it could be some realness in these messages, and I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna play devil's advocate like I always do and tell you why it could be bullshit and fake. We gonna dive into it. We just gonna see where it go. You feel me? So yeah, definitely a thing. We gonna get into it though. We are. But honey, it was salacious. It was salacious. And like I said, I got a screenshot of every single one of these messages. So just in case it got deleted, we could bring it back up and talk about it. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna record the video tomorrow. I might put it up tomorrow. We're gonna see where we at on time on how we gonna do that. Where we on time though. So yeah, y'all, we gonna see where we go with it. I promise you, we're gonna see where we go from. I'm with it. But that's that. All right, let me get that off my screen really quick. And then we're gonna talk about some other things real quick. One thing I gotta do is show love to the people that show love to me. First, I'm gonna address this dude that keep jumping in my stream, saying really weird and obnoxious things. You could never get my attention that way, sir. And to be honest, I got one who gets my attention. I told you that the last time you came in here with the bullshit. He gets my attention. That's the only one that gets my attention. I don't really give my attention out freely. If you came in here and said something worth saying, I would have put your comments on the screen. We would have chopped it up and had a good old time. Instead, you came in here and you were way disrespectful. So, at the bottom of the screen, if you're watching, and for my listening audience, for those, it's in the comments. It will be there. That number will always be available for you to call in. The link will always be available. They changed with the show for you to hop in here in the room. And I'm always going to read your comments. The problem is if you come in here on some crazy stuff, then I gotta be the person that I don't really want to be. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be a better person, but don't bring the ugliness out of me. Don't bring this out. Don't bring this out at all. Because she is not a nice lioness at all. So stop with the bullshit, sir. When you come in here, come respectful. I blocked you, so you can't come anymore tonight. But the next link is going to be different, so you might find a way to show up in there. But if you show up respectful. And I'm going to say that at the beginning of every show because I don't care if you like my outfits and you think my boobs are great and all that. I know what they look like. They've been on my body since I was 16. I'm 42, going on 43. I know what they look like. Cut it out. Grow the fuck up. Nobody likes a little ass boy, and that's what you act like. Anyway, so let me show love to my listening audience, though, because I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Shout out to anybody who comes in here respectfully and watches the show. Big shout out to me, Fats. Big shout out to whoever watches on Twitch. I see you. Shout out to whoever watches on YouTube. I just don't play that disrespectful shit, so keep it away from me. I want to start with the top countries because they show me the most love, so I gotta show them a lot of love. The United States of America, my country, I love you. France, I love you. Germany, I love you. India, I love you. And the UK, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are wonderful. Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Philippines, Belgium, Australia, Japan, Mexico, Ireland, Nepal, Mauritius, Israel, Canada, and Hong Kong. And wait. Russia. Hi, Russia. I appreciate you for coming in. Switzerland, I appreciate you as well. And Turkey, I appreciate you as well. I just want to make sure I said everybody on as far as the countries. I love you guys. You don't have to come through and check the podcast, but you do, and I appreciate that so much. Um, Top cities. I'm gonna go for them, and then I'm gonna say what else I have to say. So, Columbus, Ohio, San Jose, California, Baltimore, Maryland, my city on period. Hey, France, I will never butcher the name of the city, but I love you. Spring Valley, Nevada, I appreciate you. Frankfurt, Germany, hi. Washington, Virginia, hi guys, I love you. Ashburn, Virginia, I love you too. North Las Vegas, Nevada, because it's different parts. So shout out to them. I love you guys. Norton Shores, Michigan, I love you. Shout out to the Shy, Chicago, Illinois, I love you. I appreciate you. Borman, Oregon, I love you and I appreciate you. Atlanta, Georgia, I love you and appreciate you. Las Vegas, Nevada. I love you and appreciate you. That's the other part of Vegas. Hey, let's get it. I'm sorry, it's a gnat flying around. Owings Mills, Maryland. Hi, love you. Pikesville, Maryland. Hi, we love you. Boulder City, Nevada. We love you. No, India. I will not butcher the name of this city either, but we love you. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Shout out to Philly. We love you. Randallstown, Maryland. We love you. Um, okay. Singapore, we love you too. And there's a lot of other places in this world that show me love. And I appreciate you guys for coming through and just showing me love when you do. Big shout out to my content producer. She holds it down. She makes sure we get all the details we need to get. Shout out to the people who send me information. Um, so that I can report on it as well. Because we're gonna get into this Nicki Minaj situation. It just has to be a separate video. We can't have Nicki taking up the whole video. We cannot. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. It's very, very important. Um, every every contribution is needed. Like we appreciate all that you guys contribute. Even the jackalope, the a-hole who keeps coming in here trying to be obnoxious. I see you, sir, but that's just not how you get it. But remember to join the conversation. Drop in, drop a comment. The call-in number is always scrolling at the bottom, or you can hit the link. Whether or not I let you in is up for debate. It just is, because I'm not gonna deal with what you think. I pay the bills around here, so you just don't get to tell me what I get to deal with. You want to be on a show, hit us up ambitiously the podcast at gmail.com. Again, ambitiously the podcast at gmail.com. Same email address if perhaps you are looking for advertisement. We advertise for people. Oh no, that ain't even what I was looking for. But we hold it down up in this joint. So hit us up for advertisement. We do that as well. You would like to have your product or music advertised on the show, we certainly up for it. Okay. But yeah, you want to be a guest, come through. Be our guest. And looking for advertisement, come through. We got you. So yeah, that's that. We are streaming on all streaming sites. iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, the list goes on and on and on, but we are doing it. Remember, everything that we talk about on this podcast, I've said it since the podcast started, and I'm going to keep saying it, is alleged. We don't know. We weren't there. We can't say what really happened, what did not happen, but, we're going to tell you about it, honey. If we play music, we have full permission to play the music. Sometimes I have the artists on here to tell you themselves that I'm allowed to play the music. Um, Again, I said like, share, and subscribe. We need your, every bit of that we need. So come through, do that. Yeah, check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Again, the website is www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. That's the website. Go check it out. Things are changing, and we need you to be a part of the change. We do. We need it. We need you guys. You guys are awesome and amazing. So we would love it if y'all joined the journey with us. What time is it? What are we? Oh, so I gotta get to what I normally say at this time of night. I say it because I mean it, baby. Like it's some things in this world that need to be said. So I'm here to say them. And it's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but here's the thing. Mind your fucking business. Mind your business. Come here on Mondays and I will tell you other people's business. And sometimes I'll drop an extra video if it's that juicy. But come here and let me help you mind other people's business. That way you stay safe and out of the way and then you mind other people's business. It's all good on Media Mondays. Tune in on Wednesday for Wet and Wild Wednesday. We got things to talk about. We got some things we got to get into. Um, Love the children. Don't hurt them. Tell them how great they are. School is about to start back up, so they need that extra encouragement right now. So tell them they'll be great and awesome. And if they need you to tell them how beautiful they are too, they need the encouragement. So encourage them. Love on them babies. That's all I gotta say about that. And last but not least, stay in your fucking lane. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. You jump in my lane, that's what you get. You're gonna get that. That's just who she is as a person. She doesn't candy coat shit. You would rather have this. She's so nice and peaceful. But don't back this lion into a corner because she will come out and bite your head off. Um, yeah, but your lane is over there, my lane is over here. When you cross lanes, a lot of times, what happens is you cause a collision. Nobody needs that collision. Stay in your fucking lane, y'all. Dude who keep coming on here with the bullshit. Your lane is not to be coming at me crazy. That's not your lane. That's gonna get you hurt. Stay in your lane. Watch your mouth. Respect. Be respectful at all times. Watch your fucking mouth. Anyway, with that being said, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. But I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Please tune in on Wednesday. We're gonna talk about this sexual bucket list and amongst other things. But with that being said, it's time for me to get out of here. My time is up. I've given you all the tea that I had. No, I didn't. So I'm gonna run that real quick. Some quick topics, really, really quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here. The lady who played Lieutenant Uhura on Star Trek, she passed away at the age of 89. God rest her soul. Bill Russell, an NBA great, passed away also. Um, that was sad, kind of. That was kind of sad to me. Biden offers a swap for Brittany and another gentleman with Russia. About time. The entire staff of North Carolina town police department resigned in protest over hiring a new progressive town manager who is a black woman. Yeah, it happened. The whole police department. So I wonder what's going on. D Rock from the Yin Yang Twins collapsed, but he did leave a message, and he said he's fine. New York governor just declared a disaster emergency for the entire state with the growing spread of smallpox. That's happening across. I mean, I don't say smallpox, monkeypox. That's going across the country right now. A lot of states are actually issuing a state of emergency. Letty from Different World, if you know who she is, and she played Effie Williams in the musical Sparkle as well. Um, she died also. So a lot of, but you know what I can say about that? A lot of these people who pass are older and they lived a long and full life. So may they rest easy and in peace. And hopefully they don't gotta deal with the bullshit we dealing with down here anymore. But anyway, with that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning into this podcast. We appreciate you. We love you. And bye. Good night.